Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time in your life when you have to stop asking the world for permission and start demanding more from yourself. You have to rise from the ashes of excuses, climb out of the valley of I can't, and stand on the mountaintop of I must. Because let me tell you something, there is something inside of you that the world needs, and it's not going to come out through comfort. It's not going to be revealed through ease. It's going to come through your purpose and your perseverance. Purpose is not a luxury, it's a lifeline. It's what keeps you breathing when life knocks the wind out of you. It's what gets you up after rejection, after failure, after heartbreak. Purpose whispers, get up again, when everything in you says, stay down. When you discover why you're here, every no becomes fuel. Every closed door becomes a redirection. Every failure becomes part of the formula. You stop playing victim to your circumstances and start becoming victor over them. Let me ask you, what's your reason? What are you willing to fight for? Because the truth is, when your why is strong enough, the how will show up. When your vision is big enough, the obstacles shrink. You see, life is going to test you, not to break you, but to build you. And you need perseverance to pass that test. Perseverance isn't sexy. It's not flashy. It doesn't trend on social media, but it wins wars. It gets things done long after the excitement is gone. Perseverance is waking up and doing the work when the applause stops, when the support fades, when it's just you and the silence. That's when real character is built. That's when purpose is proven. You can't stop when it gets hard. You can't quit because it's not working fast enough. Listen, diamonds don't form in comfort. They form under pressure. Legends aren't made in the spotlight. They're forged in the dark. So don't be afraid of the struggle. Embrace it. Because every struggle is a setup for strength. Every trial is training. Every obstacle is an opportunity to grow your muscle, your mental muscle, your spiritual muscle, your character muscle. I know life is not fair. I know you've been through things you didn't deserve. But let me remind you, pain is not punishment. It's preparation. It's stretching you. It's shaping you. It's sculpting you for something greater than you can imagine. The calling on your life is bigger than your comfort zone. So stop asking, why me? And start declaring, try me. Purpose and perseverance are twins. They walk together. Purpose tells you what you're fighting for, and perseverance gives you the strength to keep fighting. And when they come together, there is nothing you cannot do. So get back up. Wipe your tears. Tighten your laces. Reignite that fire, because this is your time. This is your season. You are not defined by what happened to you. You're defined by how you rise from it. No more sitting on the sidelines of your destiny. No more blaming. No more waiting. You were born with purpose. You were wired for greatness. And if you persevere, if you refuse to give up, you will win. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but if you keep showing up, keep believing, keep pushing, your time will come. Purpose gives pain a meaning. When life knocks you down, and it will, purpose is what gives you the reason to get back up. Pain is universal, but purpose is personal. Everybody will go through storms, setbacks, trials, and disappointments. But the difference between those who stay down and those who rise is whether they've discovered a reason worth fighting for. Pain by itself will crush you. Pain with purpose, that will build you. When you don't know why you're suffering, it feels like punishment. But when you do know why, it becomes preparation. Think about the person training for a marathon. Every early morning run, every aching muscle, every drop of sweat, it all makes sense because they're working towards something. There's a finish line, there's a reason. But imagine going through that same pain without knowing why, without purpose, then it just feels like torment. The purpose transforms the pain into progress. Purpose is the anchor when life gets rough. It's the lighthouse in the dark. It's the thing that pulls you forward when everything around you says, give up. It is the voice in your spirit that says, this is not the end of your story. It's the fuel that drives you to fight harder, climb higher, push further, not because it's easy, but because you've got something inside of you that refuses to let you settle. Let me tell you, life is not a straight line. It will hit you with things you didn't ask for, didn't expect, and didn't feel ready for. But if you've got purpose, you can make it through. You might bend, but you won't break, because purpose gives the pain a reason to exist. It transforms tragedy into testimony, scars into symbols of survival, and loss into legacy. Some of the greatest achievements in history were born in pain, but delivered by purpose. That's the truth. People who built movements, wrote books, healed nations, they all went through something. But instead of being destroyed by it, they decided, I'm going to use this. They decided, this pain will not bury me, it will build me. That's what purpose does. Don't just go through life aimlessly, reacting to whatever comes your way. Take the time to find your purpose. What moves you? What makes you cry? What are you willing to sacrifice for? What injustice makes your blood boil? What dream keeps you awake at night? That's the trail. Follow it. Because once you find that purpose, you'll find the strength to endure more than you ever imagined possible. You can't let pain be the final word. You've got to declare, this didn't happen to destroy me, it happened to develop me. You've got to believe that your pain can be a platform. Your story can help someone else. Your scars can shine a light for people lost in the same darkness you fought through. You didn't come this far to give up. You didn't survive what you survived to stay stuck. You made it this far because there's something greater ahead. And understand this, purpose doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it's not loud or dramatic. It's a quiet knowing, a gentle pull, a deep sense that you were meant for more, that you're not just here to exist, but to impact, to change something, to leave a mark. And every hardship you've faced is part of that preparation. So don't waste your pain. Don't curse the struggle. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What is this shaping in me? Because if you dig deep enough, you'll see that your greatest pain often contains the seed of your greatest purpose. And when you water that seed with faith, courage, and persistence, something powerful grows. Purpose gives pain a meaning, and once you find that meaning, there's nothing that can stop you, not the critics, not the failures, not the detours, because you'll realize that everything you went through was necessary. It had to happen. It didn't feel good, but it was good for you. Because now, you're not just surviving, you're becoming the person you were always meant to be. So stand tall, speak loud, live boldly. Because when your life has purpose, your pain has power. ChatGPT said, most people give up not because they're weak, but because they lack perseverance. And the truth is, perseverance is not something you're born with, it's something you decide on. It's a choice. It's a mindset. It's a decision to keep going when everything in you says stop. Life will test you. It will push you. It will squeeze you and stretch you and try to convince you that it's not worth it. But if you're serious about your dreams, if you're serious about becoming the person you were born to be, then you've got to develop the discipline of staying power. Let me tell you something, talent will get you noticed, but perseverance will get you crowned. There are a lot of talented people who never make it, not because they're not good enough, but because they didn't stick with it long enough. Life doesn't reward the most gifted. It rewards the most determined. It rewards the ones who get knocked down 7 times and rise 8. The ones who show up when it's hard. The ones who show up when it's boring. The ones who show up when no one's clapping. The ones who show up because they believe. There will be days when you feel like nothing's working. Days when you question everything. Days when your energy is low, your doubts are high, and your results are invisible. And those are the days that matter most. Those are the days that define you. Anybody can be fired up when everything's going their way. But what about when it's not? What about when you've given everything you've got and all you get in return is silence? No applause, no praise, just the sound of your own footsteps in an empty hallway of dreams. That's when perseverance kicks in. That's when you dig deep and say, this might not be easy, but I didn't come here to quit. You've got to learn how to encourage yourself when there's nobody else around, you've got to become your own motivation, your own cheerleader, your own support system. Because the truth is, most people won't see the vision until it becomes real. They won't clap for you in the beginning. They'll doubt you, question you. Some will even laugh at you. But that's okay. Let them. Let their doubt be your drive. Let their rejection be your redirection. Because if you stay in the game long enough, if you keep showing up, something will shift. Something will break open. You will get your breakthrough. Perseverance is about outlasting the pain, outlasting the setbacks, outlasting the fear, the fatigue, the frustration. It's about deciding, no matter what comes my way, I will not quit. Because quitting is easy. Everybody can do that. But pushing through the pressure, that's rare. That's what champions do. That's what leaders do. That's what you must do. Understand this growth takes time. Progress takes time. Winning takes time. And if you can't be patient with the process, you'll forfeit the promise. You've got to trust the journey, even when you can't trace the steps. Just because it's not happening now doesn't mean it won't happen ever. You're not being denied. You're being developed. You're being prepared. The delay is not your enemy. It's your teacher. It's your trainer. It's preparing you for what you prayed for. And don't wait for motivation to find you. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. But discipline is what keeps you moving. Discipline is waking up when the bed is warm and your dreams are cold. Discipline is showing up when your feelings are absent. Discipline is the commitment to do what you said you would do, long after the mood you said it in has left you. Perseverance is not just about strength. It's about faith. It's about believing that what you're working toward is worth it. Even when the rewards aren't visible yet, it's about keeping your eyes on the vision and your heart in the fight. It's about saying to yourself every single day, I'm not finished yet, so I challenge you, don't you dare quit. Don't you dare give up on yourself, on your dream, on your purpose. You are stronger than your circumstances. You are greater than your struggle. You are more powerful than you know. And if you can keep walking, if you can keep believing, if you can keep fighting, you will win. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but your victory is in motion and your perseverance is the proof. ChatGPT said your purpose is not just an idea, it's the very reason you were born. It's the fire in your soul that refuses to be put out. And when you connect with that purpose, when you truly understand why you're here, something shifts in you. You stop running, you stop playing small, you stop living like life is just something that happens to you. Instead, you become intentional. You wake up with a mission. You stop drifting and you start driving. But let me tell you something, purpose isn't always loud. It doesn't always announce itself with fireworks or parades. Sometimes purpose whispers. Sometimes it shows up in your pain, in your setbacks, in your darkest nights. It hides in those moments when you feel broken, abandoned, unworthy. And that's why most people miss it, because they're looking for comfort, not calling. They're chasing ease, not elevation. But purpose won't always meet you where it's comfortable. Purpose often shows up where it's necessary. Your story, your scars, your setbacks, they're not there to embarrass you. They're there to empower you. They are part of your assignment. You didn't go through all that just to survive. You went through it so you could turn around and help someone else. Purpose makes your pain make sense. It turns wounds into wisdom. And once you realize that, you stop asking, why me? And you start declaring, why not me? Why not be the one to break the cycle? Why not be the one to rise above? Why not be the one to walk in purpose, even when it's hard, even when it costs you, even when nobody else understands it? Now, here's the thing, when you start walking in purpose, don't expect a standing ovation. Don't wait for applause. Most people won't get it. They'll say you've changed. They'll try to pull you back to where you used to be. Why? Because your purpose threatens their comfort zone. Your growth makes their excuses uncomfortable. And that's okay. Because purpose was never a group project. It was your assignment. And you don't need permission to be great. You just need conviction to follow through. When you walk in purpose, you walk differently. You speak differently. You dream differently. You don't settle. You don't shrink to fit. You don't play the background when you were built for the spotlight. You step up, you lean in. You carry yourself with a level of certainty that says, I may not be there yet, but I know where I'm going. Purpose gives you power. It gives you direction. And more than that, it gives you clarity. You see, once you know your why, the how becomes easier. Once you know your why, the pain becomes tolerable. Once you know your why, the critics lose their power, the doubts lose their voice, and the fear loses its grip because you're no longer living randomly. You're living intentionally. Purpose is what anchors you when the storms come. It's what lifts you when the world tries to pull you down. It's what fuels you when your tank feels empty. And let me tell you, there will be days you want to give up, but when you're grounded in purpose, giving up is no longer an option. It's not even on the table. So don't waste another day living by accident. Don't waste another minute running from the very thing that's meant to elevate you. Make a decision today to find your purpose and pursue it with everything you've got. Your gift is not random. Your dream is not a mistake. You were born with something the world needs, and until you tap into it, you'll always feel like something is missing. Because something is missing. You, the real you, the one who's on fire with purpose, the one who knows they were born for something greater. Purpose isn't about being perfect. It's about being persistent. It's about being honest enough to say, I don't have it all figured out, but I know I can't keep living like this. And then taking that first step, that bold step, that purposeful step toward becoming everything you were created to be. Don't let the noise of the world distract you from the voice within you. Don't let fear rob you of your future. You've got something in you that can change lives, shift atmospheres, and leave a legacy. But it starts with one decision to walk in purpose, relentlessly, courageously, unapologetically, because your purpose is waiting, and it's time you start walking in it. ChatGPT said, you will never fully tap into your greatness until you learn how to keep going when everything in you wants to quit. Perseverance isn't just about endurance, it's about faith. It's about having the courage to continue even when the outcome is uncertain, even when the path is dark, even when the pain feels unbearable. It's about pressing forward, not because it's easy, but because you know deep down it's worth it. You see, too many people give up not because they weren't capable, but because they didn't have the heart to finish. They let life beat them down. They let setbacks silence them. They let rejection define them. But hear me loud and clear, every great success story has a chapter called, I almost gave up. And if you stop now, you may never know how close you were. You might be just one more step, one more try, one more prayer, one more day away from the breakthrough you've been fighting for. Life is going to test you. That's not a possibility, it's a guarantee. But those tests aren't designed to break you. They're designed to build you. They're shaping you, stretching you, preparing you for what you asked for. Because here's the truth, the level of resistance you feel is directly connected to the size of the calling on your life. If what you're doing doesn't require perseverance, it probably isn't tied to your destiny. Think about a diamond. It doesn't start out shining. It starts out rough, hidden, unformed. It takes pressure, heat, and time to bring out its brilliance. And you're no different. You're being refined through pressure, molded through adversity, strengthened through trial. But it's in those moments, those long nights, those painful no's, those quiet seasons when it feels like nothing is working. It's there that perseverance becomes your superpower. Perseverance is about deciding every day, I may be tired, but I'm not done. It's about getting up, even if you're getting up with tears in your eyes. It's about believing in yourself, even when nobody else does. It's about trusting the process, even when the results haven't shown up yet. Because purpose isn't microwaved, it's marinated. And growth doesn't happen overnight, it happens over time. Let me tell you something, the dream you have in your heart, it's real. The vision you see in your spirit, It's possible. But it's going to require you to go through some things. You'll have to endure. You'll have to keep showing up when nobody's clapping. Keep giving your best when nobody's watching. Keep moving forward when you feel like standing still. That's perseverance. That's the price of purpose. You can't wait until the conditions are perfect. You can't wait for everything to make sense. You can't wait until the fear disappears. If you do, you'll be waiting forever. You've got to move now. You've got to fight now. You've got to persevere now, because what's ahead of you is greater than what's behind you. But only if you refuse to stop. And don't be fooled. Perseverance doesn't mean you never fall. It means you get back up every single time. It means you carry the lessons from the fall into your next step. It means you don't let one moment of failure turn into a lifetime of regret. You rise. You rise with grit. You rise with faith. You rise with fire in your belly and purpose in your heart, because that's what champions do. So I challenge you today, don't retreat, don't fold. Don't let temporary pain make you forfeit permanent growth. Stay the course. Speak life over yourself. Surround yourself with people who remind you of your strength. And every day, wake up and recommit to the journey. You're not in this for comfort. You're in this for calling. Perseverance is the bridge between the promise and the payoff. It's the difference between those who wish and those who win. You're closer than you think. Keep going. Keep believing. Keep climbing. Because the version of you on the other side of perseverance, that version is unstoppable. That version is powerful. That version is everything you were born to become. ChatGPT said, you've got to understand something deep in your soul. Your pain has a purpose. Your struggle, your setbacks, your disappointments, your darkest nights, none of them are wasted. Every tear you cried, every door that slammed in your face, every voice that told you you can't do it, they all play a part in building the warrior within you. Nothing you've been through is meant to destroy you. It's meant to develop you. You see, greatness is not birthed in comfort. It's forged in fire. It's carved out in lonely seasons when nobody's clapping for you, when nobody sees the effort, when it feels like your life is stuck in neutral while the world is racing ahead. But hear me, those are the moments that shape champions, because that's when the real training happens. That's where character is built. That's where resilience is born. It's not in the spotlight, it's in the shadows. And if you can survive the shadows, the spotlight will come looking for you. So don't you dare curse your struggle. Don't you despise the season you're in. Don't sit around asking, why me? Flip it. Ask, why not me? If anyone can rise through this, it's you. If anyone can grow through this, it's you. If anyone can take the mess and turn it into a message, it's you. Because your pain isn't random. It's a divine setup. Life isn't punishing you, it's preparing you. But you've got to learn how to interpret the pain correctly. Too many people allow the pain to make them bitter instead of better. They let rejection turn into resentment. They let delay become defeat. But when you understand that pain is a teacher, when you realize that adversity is an assignment, you stop running from it and start learning from it. Think about a seed. Before it becomes anything beautiful, it's buried in darkness, alone, forgotten. But beneath the surface, transformation is taking place. Roots are forming, structure is being developed, and at the right time, with the right pressure, that seed breaks through the soil, not because it avoided the darkness, but because it grew through it. That's your story. You're not buried. You're planted. You're not forgotten. You're being prepared. Life is pruning you so you can bear more fruit. It's stripping away what's no longer serving you. It's calling you to dig deeper, to believe harder, to rise stronger. But none of that happens if you don't recognize the purpose in your pain. You've got to stop waiting for perfect conditions to start showing up like the person you were created to be. You've got to stop waiting for things to get easier before you decide to be powerful. No, power is a choice. Confidence is a decision. And transformation doesn't start when the pain ends. It starts when you look pain in the face and say, you will not break me, you will build me. Let me tell you something. Every great story, every powerful speaker, every impactful leader has this in common. They've been through something. They've walked through fire. They've faced giants. They've cried. They've doubted. They've questioned. But they kept going. That's what made them great, and that same greatness is in you. So today I challenge you, don't waste your pain. Use it. Write from it. Build from it. Serve from it. Let it be the fuel that lights your purpose on fire. Stop looking at your struggle as a curse and start seeing it as a course. You're enrolled in a class called Becoming, and the tuition is paid in sweat, tears, faith, and persistence. There is someone out there who needs your story, someone who will rise because you didn't give up, someone who will find hope because you had the courage to keep moving through the valley. That's the purpose. That's the assignment. So don't you quit now. You're closer than you think, stronger than you know, and more valuable than you can imagine. You're not going through this for nothing. There's a crown on the other side of this cross, a message on the other side of this mess, a breakthrough on the other side of this breakdown. Keep moving, keep believing, keep becoming, because one day you'll look back and say, I didn't just survive the pain, I grew from it, and it made me unstoppable.